baffling story about not one, but a handful of phony marriages.
It is an even darker side to a man already accused of being a poser. After we told you about Val Thierry's arrest for posting fraudulent bonds as an unlicensed bail bondsman, we have learned this: accused of having a handful of wives, and wait until you hear why. Chris Nakamoto in the investigative unit talking to one of the women who says her fairy tale's now a nightmare.
Michael, Sylvia, Terica Armstrong is wife number 6. Problem is, when she said her vows with Val Thierry, he was still married, invalidating the marriage. Val Thierry thought he could have what he wanted until it all caught up to him this year.
This was one of the happiest days of Terica Armstrong's life in April 2021. There was dancing, jubilation, and adulation. Her day complete with a walk down the aisle, a 3-tier cake, and plenty of champagne to toast. Her night complete with this marriage certificate.
My dad gave me away. Me and Val, we did a first dance. I got videos, pictures of all of that. Family flew in from out of town, so money was wasted, time was wasted, that I can never get that back.
But the honeymoon phase of Armstrong's wedding was short-lived.
I feel hoodwinked, I feel hurt, I was betrayed, angry.
2 months into her marriage, the first sign something was wrong when she learned her husband held a deep and dark secret.
So I found out that I was number 6, so you have a number 5, which he was still married to when we got married. Then I called one on number 4 because he was still married to number 4 when he married number 5.
Val Thierry was arrested in March, accused of bigamy, a rare charge that you don't see too often in Louisiana.
I went to the police, I gathered all the information, I went to the clerk of court, I got all of the marriage licenses and divorce decrees, took it to the detective. He in turn gave it to the prosecutor.
Val Thierry didn't cross the investigative unit's radar until months later, when it was discovered he was an unlicensed bail bondsman still posting bonds for people to get them out of jail. Takeisha Mason's one of the victims in the bail bond case. She says she gave Thierry $2,000, but he never bonded her son out of jail. We've already reported Thierry's facing even more charges, at least 18 fraudulent bonds posted by Thierry, even though his license lapsed in 2019.
You're supposed to submit a certified copy of your divorce decree.
Armstrong is pushing to get him prosecuted for what he did to her and so many other women.
So many people might say, well, how did you not know this person? Like, how did you not know his past?
No one told me. He's a charmer. I met him in 2017. So we dated in 2017, then we reconnected, but I never knew about any of his wives, anything. Who does research on marriages? You go by what someone says. I've never ran across any females like, well, I'm going to go to the clerk of court and do research of how many times someone has been married. Now I would do it in my next relationship, but who does that? I have never heard any woman say, well, I'm dating this guy, we engaged, let me go look and see how many times we've been married. You just go by what they say.
Tonight, Armstrong says she's been left second-guessing humanity and what she could have done differently.
It makes you question yourself, like, what did I miss? Which I look back, I didn't miss anything. I went in pure intentions, pure heart, because I thought I was really marrying a good man.
Wow.
He's licensed to preach.
The district attorney in Ascension, where the license was filed, told us prosecuting someone for bigamy is not an easy task because you have to prove intent. Armstrong says Thierry told her this was all a computer glitch. The DA says if additional evidence is found, he could bring the criminal case back up. Michael?